Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mr. Bugyo's YouTube Academy. My dear friends, as you know, we have started series of English grammar topics. Well, those who have not visited, those who have not watched my previous videos, I would request them to subscribe my channel, that is Mr. Bugyo's. Another, you have to click the bell icon and then share with your friends. If you share with your friends, there are so many students who want to learn some grammar topics. Whenever grammar topics come in front of them, they feel difficulty. So we started from the basic level. We completed now all parts of it. We started the topic that is etymology. We have already completed these two topics, and now we are moving to the second topic, that is the pronoun. So those who have not watched my previous videos, I again request you to just only watch it, share it, subscribe it, so that whenever any new video is uploaded, you will get the notification of it. Let's move to the next topic. That's the pronoun. So pronoun basically is the verb that is used in the place of the noun. So pronoun works as a noun also. So it has many types. All types will be discussed. For example, we have the personal pronoun. We have indefinite pronoun, relative pronoun, intensive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, and we are having, so these 7 pronouns we are supposed to complete it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 types we have to discuss each time. Because as I told you that we are learning basic the grammar. So if your basic is strong, definitely your intermediate and your advanced level will also be strong. So moving to the personal pronoun. In personal pronoun, we can talk about the subjective case, objective case, and the possessive case. Subjective case means these words can be used as a subject. I, we, he, she, you, who, they. They can be used as a subject. That's why we call it as a subjective case. Moving to another objective case, which comes at the place of the object, which are, for example, you can see me, us, her, him, you, whom, they. They are used at the place of the object. Now we are having the possessive pronouns. Now in possessive pronoun we are having the my, mine, us, his, her, you, your, yours, whose, their, theirs. So they are called personal pronouns. Everybody knows how to use I, how to use we, how to use he and she. So if they are used, they are called subjective case. If objective case, then these words will be used, and if they are possessive case, these words will be used. This is called the personal pronoun. Moving next, that is the indefinite pronoun. What it says? Indefinite pronouns, there are certain words which can be used as a singular and certain words can be used as a plural. Which are singular? Another, none, no one, nobody, anybody, anyone, somebody, anything, someone, each, something, either, everyone, everything, much, neither, either, nobody. So these are called the singular indefinite pronouns. Means whenever singular indefinite pronouns are used, we are supposed to use singular helping verb with them. Now we are also having the plural like both, few, many, and others, several. These words are called the indefinite pronoun, but they are the plural. And in plural, we have to use the plural helping verb. For example, many students, here is written are also and is also. So many is used, so definitely are will be the correct one. Again, are anybody, are or is anybody there? So again, anybody is there, so is will be used the singular helping verb. Nobody knows him, so definitely here no will not be, it will be knows, because nobody is considered as a singular. So whenever indefinite pronoun singular, we are supposed to use verb singular. If the indefinite pronoun plural, we are supposed to use the verb plural. Let's move to the next, that is a relative pronoun. Now in relative pronoun, who, which, what, that. Another, whom, whose, when. They are used in the relative pronoun. It shows some relationship. Where is also there, why is also there. Where do we use them? The question there, where do we use? Yes, answer, after a noun. Means after a noun we can use this relative pronoun. Why do we use them? Question is valid. Why do we use them? Again, to make it clear which person or thing we are talking about. Again, how can we know that these relative words are used for whom? Definitely either these words have been used for somebody or something. So they are highly used in the sentence. See, next question, where and why do we use them? Why? Again, the part of the sentence that gives the information about the person and the thing is a defining relative clause. Again, it gives information. It gives information that for what relative pronoun has been used. See examples. You can see the man who lent him a bike. The man who lent him a bike. Again, who is used here? Noun is a man, so who is defining this? So this is again the relative clause. The bike which I borrowed. Again, which is used for the bike. So bike is a noun. Another, the library where we met. Again, where, here we are talking about the library. So again, as I told you that it is used after a noun. So library is also noun, bike is also noun, and man is also noun. Let's see which relative pronouns to be used. Now that's a big question. Again, for people, if people are used, so certain pronouns can be used. Like who, they, whose, whom. They can be used for the people. For example, see the example. The boy, who can also be, and that can also be, gave me the pen. For example, the man whose book I borrowed. Again, whose is used for the man. The girl from whom I borrowed the book. So this is very formal, we use it in this way. The girl from whom I borrowed the book. Again, the man who I borrowed the book from is also a formal verb. Means very formal and formal we can also use in this way. So these words can be used when we talk about the person. Let's see, for the objects few words can be used, like which, that and whose. We can also use for the objects. For example, you can see here, the pen which are that I borrowed. Again, which and that can be used for the object. The book which are that is entitled Pakistan Zindabad. Again, which is used for the book and that can also be used for the book. So for the objects, these words can be used. Next, for places, times and reasons, these words will be used. Where, when, why and that. See example, which, this we have already done. This we have done. So my dear students, in this way we can easily understand that how relative pronouns can be used. So far so good. See you with a new topic next time. Till then, Allah Hafiz, take care.